Alright guys, I'm going to have to be honest with you on this one. I'm picking Sodiq Yusuff. I think when I was first talking about this fight last night or yesterday or whenever it was when I uploaded the video, I think I was just getting a little bit too excited for Alex Caceres' win streak, man. It's great for him. He was 14 and 12 at one point. Now he's making a run at 19 and 12, making a run at the top 15. But the problem is you just can't get really too hyped up about them though. It sucks. You can't get too hyped out about these wins. Steven Peterson, Chase Hooper, Austin Springer, Kevin Kroom. Good wins, but they're not like great. Like, oh my god, this guy needs to be in the top 15 wins. But Sung Woo Choi, though, that's definitely a good game-changing win on his record there. He came in as a pretty big underdog, I think, and he got hurt in that fight, and he rallied back and got a submission win in the second round. On the other hand, though, Sodiq Yusuff, this guy wants the fight to be on the feet. Alex Caceres has got a pretty good ground game. He's also alright on the feet, but he's not incredible on the feet. He did have some exchanges where Chase Hooper was landing some strikes on him, which is pretty concerning. But Alex Caceres, though, if you look at the highlights of his career, split decision, a loss to Yair Rodriguez. I think he's been in there with a win over Sergio Pettis as well. Yes, he does. Took that first loss. Gave Sergio Pettis his first loss. He's been in there with Uriah Faber. This guy's been in there with some great guys. Cole Miller as well. Martin Bravo, I guess you could even talk about split decision win. Kron Gracie, I don't even think he fights anymore. Didn't he retire like 5-1? Yeah, he did. He lost once and decided it wasn't him, but I guess it kind of is what it is. Guess not for everyone. Alex Caceres versus Sodiq Yusuff. Sodiq Yusuff wants the fight on the feet. This guy is shot for one takedown, I think, in the UFC, and that was up against Arnold Allen. And I don't even know if he really meant to. Went 0 for 1 on takedowns against Arnold Allen in that fight. In this fight, it seems close. But what really happened was Arnold Allen dropped him in the first round. Sodiq Yusuff definitely won the third round, and it come down to that second round. But you got to count in the control time for Arnold Allen, the grappling for Arnold Allen in that one there. Still relatively a close fight, still relatively competitive fight with Arnold Allen, who is a top 10 opponent at the moment. When it comes down to it, as I said, no takedowns for Sodiq Yusuff whatsoever. He's on the left side here, 68% takedown defense. On the other hand, for the Bruce Leroy side, he doesn't really shoot for all the takedowns either. He is shooting for around 1 takedown per 15 minutes, but he's only landing 0.5 with a 78% accuracy with a 64% defense himself. This fight's probably going to take place on the feet, and on the feet is where Sodiq Yusuff wants it. Sodiq Yusuff is going to be controlling the cage in the middle. He's going to be pushing Alex Caceres back. Alex Caceres is going to be throwing a lot of volume, as he kind of does. But I think Sodiq Yusuff is going to be looking to land his power shots. He's got a win over Andre Fili on the feet. He knocked out Gabriel Benitez, who's pretty good. Suman Mokhtarian took the O off him, knocked him out as well. He's also got a win over Mike Brown, I think his name is. Far out, man, I'm a bit stupid. Mike Davis, sorry. Mike Davis is pretty good too. He just does not fight often enough. I think he took the first loss, gave Mike Davis his first loss as well, but this is the same guy that beat Mason Jones. He just does not fight often enough at all, man. This guy, it's the same thing with Sodiq Yusuff as well. This guy doesn't fight often enough either. He went on a run a few years ago where he was really active, and now recently he just hasn't been fighting as often. Hopefully with a win over Alex Caceres, we can see him fight sometime soon enough again. I'm going Sodiq Yusuff. He's going to keep the fight on the feet, in my opinion. We're going to see Sodiq Yusuff just outstrike Alex Caceres for 3 rounds, I think, unless he does find a power shot to knock down or knock out Alex Caceres. Sung Woo Choi was able to hurt Alex Caceres pretty badly on the feet. I think Sodiq Yusuff is definitely capable of doing that himself. But I'm just going to go with Sodiq Yusuff by a decision. Decision or KO is a pretty common pick here. I do think I was just a little bit too excited by Alex Caceres' win streak, that I was kind of blinded by the fact that it's not really the best matchup for Alex Caceres to get into the top 15. But I love the fact that Alex Caceres went on a run. I still think he's got it in him to be a top 15 fighter. I just don't think that this is the fight that's going to get him in there. So I'm going Sodiq Yusuff by decision or not.